Well, thank you very much, Isa, to participate to the Color Vision interview. We're very happy to have you on board with us. To start the interview, we would like to know, what is your color mood at this moment?
Thank you. Thank you for your invitation. My color mood at this moment has been very, very light. I've been trying to run away from dark gray, black colors, even though winter has arrived here in Brazil.
So which color would be that comes to your mind?
I'm in a very pale pink mode, and it's not just my outfit.
Okay, so we put you the pink, so you can have your interview with the pink. And what memory this color trigger to you?
It was, I think it's more pale than it used to be, but I was very into pink until I was not. And then I spent 20 years not into pink for, I think, excessive pink as a kid. And my parents didn't necessarily push me towards pink. So it wasn't like a girly thing. It was I loved pink kind of thing, I think. So yeah, I think it takes me back to maybe between 3 and 8 years old.
That's a good memory. And Isa, what is your passion?
People, I think. I like to meet new people and figure out how their brain works and what they're doing. That's my greatest passion, I would say.
And what is your field of expertise?
I work in trend forecasting for around 10 years now. And before that, I had a big passion and experience in fashion, in the fashion market.
Yeah, that's interesting. And how are you navigating this pandemic?
A day at a time. I have decided to make an effort to ignore sort of stress, and in the sense of like having to do something or be something or be ready at a certain time or expect my collaborators and friends to be in a certain way. So I've been trying very hard to rethink the concept of time. I think that's my big thing right now for the pandemic. And reading not too many news is very important for me. But I think trying to think about time and the whole idea that we were so running out of time all the time before, and now we have too much time, which is not true, because now we're doing other things that we weren't doing in terms of taking care of the house more, I mean, I've always cooked, but now I cook 2 meals a day. So it's a very different rhythm, I think. And so I've been, trying to figure out time. I think that's been my big focus.
Oh, that's right. We appreciate time and we live time on another way, and it's very interesting what's going on. And in a few words, how do you imagine, or how do you feel the after pandemic, and how people will interact? I'm hopeful
that when we go through big moments of change and pain, personally and collectively, that we can rethink a lot of things and reassess our behaviors.
That's a good thought. You have to keep positive.
I'm an optimist, so there's that.
Where to. And as a creative, how do you see yourself contributing to change?
Well, humbly, but I've put out my first digital project. I've always done things from very B2B, with very confidential everything. So took the courage to make our donation as a trend company, Dezon, and my team took a a very deep dive, I would say, into all of our past research and try to update it and bring it forward. And that became the 40 Disruptive Days project on my Instagram. And now we're doing something similar to what we're doing here, and it's called Disruptive Creatives. And we're inviting creatives from all over the world as well to speak to our utopian Proustian questionnaire, which we've made up. So I think the best I can do is putting things out there, and not too much though, because I think we have too much content going on as well. So somewhere in the middle. But mostly I'm also a teacher, and I'm also a speaker, and do mentoring and stuff like that. And I have to say that my biggest contribution before and today is to try and bring the most human, most sensitive stories and angles to our business world, to the business world, and to business strategy and product development and research and things like that.
We agree. Human is very important, and everybody has to follow what you're doing. That is very, very interesting. Iza, how you see, well, you spoke a little bit about the digital, but how you see the digital transformation in what's happening? What is the future of this digital?
Finally, it's happening.
We were waiting for it.
Right? Because I mean, it's always weird to me when I think about how old some technologies that we still call new technologies are. When you think of, for example, AR and VR and things like that, like we've been saying, new technologies that are 30 something years old. So I think that all of these technologies have been available to us for a while, even though we have been, I think, navigating the wild, wild west of technology for a while, kind of lost in an excess of tools and devices and platforms and apps and so on and so forth. That said, I think that the unfortunate circumstances in which we are globally right now have, without a doubt, pushed us to actually grab these tools and make something of them, and is a very interesting exercise of how can we make these very hard tools more empathic and more human, and how we're here sitting across the Atlantic having a cool conversation. So
you're right. We're using those tools as we never used them before, and we're very near our people and in a human way. So it's very interesting.
So I think it's speeded up. Sorry. Yeah.
Thank you so much for participating, and we'll keep in touch, and we'll keep following what you're doing, and we'll see you very, very soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.